Pakistan and Afghanistan have agreed to an immediate truce at talks. The ceasefire, mediated by Qatar and Turkiye, came after a week of clashes and fighting. Officials from both sides met for peace talks in Doha, after which Qatar's Ministry of Foreign Affairs announced the ceasefire. Notably, there was no joint statement by Pakistan and Afghanistan. Later, the spokesperson of Afghan government highlighted the terms of the agreement. Both sides reaffirmed their commitment to peace, mutual respect and maintenance of strong and constructive neighborly relations. Further, the statement read that all issues between Afghanistan and Pakistan will be settled through dialogue. The agreement also mentioned that neither side would resort to armed confrontation, nor would they support any hostile group, and will not be targeting civilians or critical infrastructure. The agreement also speaks of a mechanism that will be established under the mediation of intermediary countries to review bilateral claims, ensuring the enforcement of the deal. Pakistan's Defense Minister Khawaja Asif, who represented his country at the talks, announced that the ceasefire has been finalized. He added that both sides will meet again on October 25th in Istanbul to discuss detailed matters. The Afghan side was represented by Defense Minister Mohammed Yaqub. Yaqub is a son of late Taliban leader Mullah Omar. It is being reported that the Pakistani delegation brought up Omar during the discussions to remind Taliban of their past relationship with Islamabad. Notably, Omar trained in Pakistan in the 1980s with the Mujahideen that fought the Soviet occupation of the country. Pakistan later provided support to Omar when he founded Taliban in Kandahar. Islamabad was one of 3 countries that recognized the Taliban regime in the late 1990s. After 9/11 and the US invasion, Omar was reportedly provided shelter in Pakistan, where he rebuilt Taliban before his death in 2013. It was a full circle moment for Pakistan as it faced Omar's son Yaqub at the negotiating table. Born in Pakistan, Yaqub is a graduate of Islamic seminaries in Karachi. Before US withdrawal, the Afghan intelligence reports said that Yaqub was trained in guerrilla warfare in Pakistan by the Jaish-e-Mohammed. Yaqub came to prominence and was promoted to the Taliban's Leadership Council in 2015. He rose to become the deputy leader after Mullah Akhundzada became the new Taliban leader and led the military operations. After Taliban's return to power, he was given charge of the defense ministry. Residents in Pakistan welcomed the ceasefire agreement, with many seeing the agreement as a positive and hopeful development.
Look, the peace agreement between Pakistan and Afghanistan is a good development. We are neighboring Muslim countries, and we should live together in harmony. If tensions arise, both nations will suffer losses. Pakistan does not want to create conflict with a fellow Muslim country or worsen the situation.
Pakistan blames the Afghan Taliban government for allegedly providing a safe haven to TTP militants and aiding attacks against Pakistan. However, Kabul denies giving refuge to the TTP. Ahead of the talks, Kabul had accused Islamabad of violating an earlier 48-hour ceasefire after Pakistan had bombed 3 locations in Paktika. And according to Afghan officials, at least 10 civilians died and 12 others, including 2 children, were injured in the latest Pakistani airstrikes in Urgun and Barmal districts in Paktika. Afghan officials say that in the last 4 years, Pakistan's military has violated Afghanistan's border over 1,200 times and breached its airspace on 710 occasions. Since 2024, 102 civilians and Afghan border guards have been killed in these actions. Ambassador D.P. Srivastava is a distinguished fellow at VIF and former Indian ambassador to the Islamic Republic of Iran. Mr. Ambassador, thank you very much for making time for us and welcome to the broadcast. I want to know from you, do you have faith that this ceasefire will hold?
It's a very unpredictable situation, and the terms of the agreement have still to be worked out. The next round will take place in Turkiye. The Afghan side has made clear that the negotiations did not include what they describe as hypothetical Durand line. So some of the underlying issues remain unresolved. This is simply a band-aid to stop open hostilities for the time being. But the issue of deportation of Afghans from Pakistan, the issue of recognition of Durand line, these are all remain unresolved.
Mr. Ambassador, what will it take for both countries to resolve these sticking issues? Because, like you mentioned, the Durand line is a point of contention. It has been a point of contention for so long, and also the deportation of the refugees.
What is required is Pakistan to stop interference in Afghanistan. And this has been a complaint of successive Pakistani regimes, starting from the time of King Zahir. It was there during the Cold War period. Afghan regime headed by President Najib had the same complaint, and Pakistan continued this interference. It is interesting, after Taliban came to power, it is interesting that Pakistani generals did not press for recognition of Durand line when they were in control on both sides of the territory, because they wanted porous border so that Pakistan's reach, military reach, can extend to Afghanistan and beyond to Central Asia. And as long as this policy continues, there will be, and there's unlikely to be, a peace.
All right, Mr. Ambassador, thank you very much for your time. We'll have to leave it there. Thank you for talking to us today.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Bye.